Catus Maximus here, this time talking about a different kind of tool I've never shown before. That'd be an adjustable end wrench. Just kidding. Continuing on with my series, this is a Century Japan. This is also a chrome and molybdenum adjustable crescent wrench. This brand, Century, they did have a little error. They actually have a big C and then they put a second C, so I don't know if this is Century or something like that, but that was a little bit of a misnomer. They should have eliminated the little C in there, so it's big C entry, so it'd be Century. Never heard of Century tools before, but ran into this. Seems like a halfway decent wrench. Jaw's a little bit looser, but it's still not too bad. Still runs pretty smooth. Stays tight when you open it up to the extents. Many adjustable wrenches, when you go to either near close or all the way open, they'll get looser, and that just indicates the squareness of the grinding on this surface here. We can see the broaching pretty well centered, not perfectly, but pretty well centered, and that would be comparing to what I consider the gold standards, such as the Jamestown Crescents or the Protos. Really do like the Proto adjustable wrenches. Just wanted to talk a little bit about this. Almost all adjustable wrenches are this thin pattern. That's what they mean by thin pattern. A wide pattern would be something like this. Newer Crescents. These newer, or the last of the American-made series Crescents, were pretty decent, but the quality control definitely went down on them. And that's what they mean by thin pattern, is the fact that it just simply has a narrower handle versus the really wide beam on a little bit more modern ones. Anyway, not a lot else to talk about. It does use a proper buttress thread screw. You can always really tell by the shape of the teeth on the jaw. I'll mention this in every video. Buttress thread is flat on one side and then tapered on the other to make them extra thick and thus heavier duty. And I should be mentioning in these videos that you always pull on these wrenches this direction or towards the moving jaw. And that's just because the wrench is a little bit stronger in that direction. And some, like actually I don't think the older Crescents, the newer Crescents actually have an arrow indicating that. Most people don't pay attention to which direction you run them in. But if you're going to put a lot of force on, then you want to keep that in mind. That's because you want the top of the bolt kind of pressing this jaw, causing it to want to lift. It's actually stronger that way versus the corner of the bolt being at the bottom of the jaw. Then it's really pressing against the threads. Other than that, not a lot else to say about this Century wrench, besides I just want to make a video because I've never seen a Century brand tool before. Just wanted to document it. And all these Japanese-made tools seem to be pretty decent. Anyway, really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, Catus Maximus out.